What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I'm back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Game 3 of the NBA Finals between the Warriors and Celtics on Wednesday, June 8th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. Get yourself $25 on that first deposit. We are rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Derek White, Marcus Smart, Gary Payton, Andrew Wiggins, and Steph Curry on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. In first at number 5, and we are taking a pretty decent step up in tier. We're going Al Horford. 56% of the time he's in the optimal. He's 7,600 and projected for 34.5. 36 minutes for Horford. You're not getting a lot of usage, just 14%, but 11 points and 10 boards is a double-double straight out of the gate. 3 assists and 2.5 stocks. 12% of the time you can get to Al Horford at the captain, 44% at utility. I like him in either spot. I think he's I think he will be underrepresented in the captain spot because there are so many different ways for both of these teams to get going that if you don't have that outlier score, it's a lot easier to pay down at captain and get a little bit more salary for your utility spots because we're running out of viable super duper pay down options. So getting to someone like Horford at the captain spot, something I have my eye on. Next up, number 4, basically the exact same scenario here. $7,400 Klay Thompson, projected for 33.5, optimal lineup 57% of the time. We're talking 38 minutes and mostly scoring. He's sort of like the opposite of Horford. Huge usage, not much else. 25% usage, 20 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists, and a stock and a half. You get him at 8% at captain, 48% at utility. It's essentially the exact same aggregate optimal odds. Little bit easier to go Horford at captain than it is for Klay at captain, but I don't have a huge problem either direction. Pay close attention to the ownership. If either one of them is higher or lower, just flip-flop them if you need to. I think both guys look really good in this mid-sevens price tier. Speaking of guys in the 7s, we go to Draymond Green at number 3, 7K, projected for 33, optimal lineup 60% of the time. Think of him as like Al Horford again. 37 minutes, 14% usage, 8 points, 8 boards, 7.5 assists, and 2.7 stocks. He's just checking off every single box. You know, he's not intimidated about going to Boston either. They've been there before, so I'm not worried about a road game. 12%. I am worried about him getting tossed in Boston, though. 12% odds of being the optimal captain, 47 at utility. That gets him all the way up to 60, but it's the same sort of scenario as Al Horford. If you see him being under-owned at captain, it's just another fantastic opportunity to make your lineup a little bit more different and make your utility spots a little bit more valuable considering there's not a lot of pay down. We can pay up at number 2 for Jaylen Brown, 9,400, projected for 43 fantasy points, and he's in the optimal lineup 62% of the time. It's 39 minutes for Jaylen Brown, 28% usage, 24 points, 7.5 boards, 3.5 assists, stock and a half. He got it going at the beginning of game 2, sort of phased his way out of it later in the game. Didn't really matter for Boston. 17% chance that Jaylen Brown is your optimal captain. That price tag really helps out there. 45% at utility. That's enough to just equal Andrew Wiggins in the number 7 spot. If you're not a fan of my number 1 contender tonight, if you think it goes a different direction, it doesn't get any better than Jaylen Brown. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are. And then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo. Number 1 contender for today, Jayson Tatum, 10,800, projected for 50, optimal lineup 69% of the time. Nice. 41 minutes here for Tatum. I don't think anybody's surprised to see him here. 31% usage, 28 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, 2 stocks. 1/4 of the time, Jayson Tatum is in your optimal spot at captain. That's pretty good. 46% at utility, all the way up to that 69 aggregate. He is your number 1 option for today. But even still, 69% optimal means 31% of the time, he's not in that lineup at all. That's basically as likely as Derek White is to be in the optimal lineup. This series is very difficult. But don't overthink things. If you need to put anybody in a lineup today, Jayson Tatum should be your first choice. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. There's a FanDuel version of this video around here somewhere. Check it out. Also, check out myself and Laffy tonight on Playback. Check out our Twitters. Check out Awesemo's Twitter. We'll be tweeting out the link. Come watch Game 3 with us live. Same experience, and you can see the game on the screen. All you have to do is authenticate that stream. It's going to be a fun time. We're hanging out all the way till the end, or at least so long as it's a competitive game. Come join us, everybody. Thank you. We're back again for Game 4. See you guys Friday.